country rap tune.
When did you meet Queen, and how long have y'all been married, man? How do you make it work for so long, man?
Queen, you want to answer that?
Come on in here, Queen. She like, hell no.
She not doing all that. I met Queen at a mutual friend of ours. His name was Eddie, rest in peace. I had just gotten the final mixed and mastered copy of Riding Dirty, and I was like, yo, I got the album. It's finished. It's done. He was like, shit, come to the house. I'm asking people to come over. We can play it and listen to it. And she was one of the people that came over, and one of my homeboys was trying to holler at her.
Of course.
And no disrespect, but I knew he didn't have the game to pull her at the time. I'm not saying he didn't have game. He just didn't have game to pull
That level.
her.
Yeah,
You know, he wasn't like that. So I pulled her. No. We exchanged numbers, and then I sat around waiting for her to call. We both playing a game of who gonna call first. And she called me, and I invited them over we did Strawberries. We had a concert at this club in Louisiana called Strawberries, which was very, very popular at the time. But you didn't go on stage till like 3, 4 in the morning. And she and her friends came, and her friends were like, wanted to go on the stage. They're like, we finna go on the stage, girl. Come on, we don't go on the stage. And Queenie, as you can see, she's not a big people person in crowds or whatever. She was rather shy at the time in particular. And she was like, I'm not getting up on that stage. I'm not getting up. And as soon as the girls got up on the stage, Chad, of course, who are these bitches? Get these bitches off the stage. Lord. It was, and I'm like, oh my God. These girls have drove all the way from Houston for this shit to get called bitches. So yeah, but it still worked out for me. It still worked out for me because technically she wasn't on the stage, so she didn't get called a bitch. And as usual, the first of many wise decisions made by Queenie in her dealings with me. And I mean, quite frankly, you know, after we got back home, she came and saw me in Port Arthur and hung out. And probably a week or two after that, she came to where I was staying in Houston and knocked on the door and was like, we together now, and left. Like, just literally just came and had a little henchman, a homegirl behind her. And she was like, just so you know, we together now. And
like that.
And we pretty much been together ever since. We were a couple for about 4 years after that. We got married on that 5th year. We've been married 21 years now. And I just try to lead by example because ain't nobody teach Cory nothing.
Oh, look, man, God, you see, every 5 minutes.
I'm just kidding. Cory had amazing. Cory had amazing.
Today is the best day ever.
Cory came from a great family. Cory ain't learned nothing. Let me rephrase that. His parents taught him well. He's not a sponge, folks.
Here we go.
He's not a sponge.
Here we go. You know what? A lot of people don't know that Queenie was the A&R for the Montreal project we put out a couple years ago.
Queenie is the A&R of my life at this point, right? So anything I'm involved with, you're getting Queenie's input, you know, either literally or through me, right? Transitively. And it's a good thing because
got a good ear.
Yeah, she's got a good. Here's the thing: Queenie brings the fan perspective to the table with this music, right? Because we're artists, we're creators. We keep trying to do things a certain way. Hey, man, I got this loop. I want to try it. Do this. All right, cool. I'm gonna rap like this on the song. And we make a song. And we think we can do some big shit and bring it to Queenie. Queen like, did nobody dance to that? Why is she talking about that?
Yeah. You need to be talking about this.
And then it's really about subject matter, right? Like, what should we be making music about, right? Like, we're married, you got kids, I got grandkids. You're like, you can't be talking about you beating up folks and shoot folks and all that shit. We old now. You can't be doing all that stuff. So she really keeps us with the proper perspective and keeps us in very true alignment with the base. Because if we talk about the everyday things that we're going through, 9 times out of 10, it's things that they're going through too. Now, music should have some level of escapism. So, you know, we do have fun. There's party records and there's, you know, we create fantasy environments that we want to exist in. People do these things from time to time. You know, just why you watch a movie. You want to escape from the real world. You go in the movie theater, the doors close, the lights go down, and the world you live in is the world you're looking at on the screen. That's why you get scared of scary movies, because you know in your mind that nobody's dead, right? But you're in that world, in that moment. And so that's what we try to do with music. And when we do those things and we do try to take chances and give a little creative license to things and try to push the boundaries of some of this shit, Queenie's there to be like, yeah, no, it's a good record, but don't nobody, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that from you.
Country rap tune.